家好，
Yeah.
今天 OK， 大家好，我今天想给你们介绍我们的电子钱包。我的同事今天介绍怎么开通电子钱包，需要提供什么文件，还别的东西。另外，我的同事今天对你们介绍，我们的电子钱包有什么限制，比如说入金、出金有什么限制。如果你们有什么问题，请跟我们联系。你们可以用热线电话号码，我们的热线电话号码是371-67-399-001。我们的联系方式可以看到在我们的瑞士电子钱包的网站。如果你们有什么问题，请跟我们联系。Okay, let's start it.
I haven't understood the word, but thanks for the nice intro. And the charts are on the board, and I hope everyone. I think I see that Dennis Pasha joined the room. Hi, Dennis. So today we speak about Dukascopy and how clients from China can deposit funds to Dukascopy. And first of all, let's start with a brief introduction of our group. There are actually 4 companies. One of them is Dukascopy Bank, another is Dukascopy Europe, Dukascopy Japan, and Dukascopy Payments. You can see these companies here. So Dukascopy Bank is fully licensed by FINMA, and basically this is a bank. That's all you need to understand. Dukascopy Payments is an electronic money issuer. It has a license from FKTK. This is a Latvian regulator. Dukascopy Europe also is a Latvian company. It has a brokerage license from FKTK. And Dukascopy Japan is a Japanese company. We recently bought it from another broker who actually went bankrupt. So there are 4 companies in the group: Dukascopy Bank, Dukascopy Europe, Dukascopy Japan, and Dukascopy Payments. And today we represent Dukascopy Payments here. There is Paulina, there is Eugenia, there is Nastya, and there is Katerina. Katerina actually doesn't work in Dukascopy Payments, but she kindly agreed to assist in this presentation. So she's moving the charts right now. And big thanks to everyone who are here today. I think the presentation will last around 30 minutes. And afterwards, you are welcome to ask questions. And of course, you can do that in the meantime. So if you have a question, just write it in the chat. So basically, what do you have? You have a Dukascopy Payments. I'm not sure that everyone is actually understand what is Dukascopy Payments, because there is, we can say, a little discrepancy in what people do in Dukascopy, and some departments are not so well connected to other departments. So Dukascopy Payments is a system of electronic wallets, and we have wallets in 10 or 11 currencies, if I recall correctly. And of course, one of them is CNH. So this is why we're here. And the onboarding procedure is plain and simple. Clients can actually proceed through payments RTO. This is one of options, and another option is to clone an account from Dukascopy trading account to Dukascopy Payments, and I will actually show you how this works.
Mikhail, I'm sorry for interfering you. Hello.
Hello, Dennis.
Yeah, hi everyone again. I just want to make sure that all of our Chinese account managers are in, because there are a lot of guests, visitors here. Dears, please write who is here. So just in case we miss someone, I will call and remind to join the conference.
Yeah,
Ruchin, are you here? I think we are missing Tan Ruchin. Let me just remind him just a while.
Okay. In the meantime, I'm logging into our test environment in front office, and shortly I will start screen sharing. So you will actually see how cloning from trading account works to Dukas copy payments. Kate, I'm having a little trouble with sharing my screen. Maybe because I'm following you. Okay, so here we actually see how front office looks, and account managers and yeah, so account managers should clearly understand this, clearly understand what's going on here. There are several sections here, and one of them is funds management. So when clients go to funds management, there are several options, which also include the option to withdraw funds to Dukas copy payments. So here's the button. And using this button, so I just press it now, I'm being proposed to open an account in Dukas copy payments. So I press continue, and if I already have an account in payments, I can enter this account here, and a link will be created between my trading account and Dukas copy payments account. Guys, so I just got one message that one of the users doesn't see my screen. So if you see my screen, just write this in the chat. So I see that Katerina Lavrentieva writes that she sees the chat. Okay, so everyone, it seems that the majority of users actually are following my screen. Okay, great. So the client enters his account, payment account here, and he When he presses confirm, it creates a link between his trading account and payments account, and he can withdraw to deposit funds from Dukaskovy Payments to his trading account. So this link works in two ways: from trading account to Dukaskovy Payments, and from Dukaskovy Payments account to a trading account. This is an important thing. So clients are able to move their funds between group companies free of charge, usually instantly, and without any hassle. So we'll get back to this later on when I explain how actually the flow of money is being processed when the clients make a deposit from China. So what we see here is that client has finished his onboarding procedure. He either completed an RTO or cloned his account from his trading account to payments. Afterwards, compliance approves the client. Client receives an email with login and password, and he can deposit or withdraw funds. Of course, this is subject to limits, and regarding the limits, I think Paulina or Eugenia will comment later on. And clients can also, after they have an account with Dukaskovy Payments, they can order Dukaskovy Payments plastic or virtual cards. So this is regarding the onboarding procedure. We also have another diagram here, and it is about how clients can deposit money to Dukaskovy Payments and how can they withdraw funds out of Dukaskovy Payments. So everything is also plain and simple. There are several options. So we can deposit funds through a card transfer, through MasterCard or Visa. It costs around 2.5%. They can deposit funds through a bank transfer, and cost of transfer is it depends on bank from which money are actually being transferred to Dukaskovy Bank. And so the option why we're here is the RMB transfer, and the RMB transfer can be made through China Union Pay, WeChat, and Alipay. And the final cost of transfer is 2.5%. Also, it's possible to deposit funds from trading account from Europe or from Dukaskovy Bank, and it is free of charge. Money out or withdrawals, they're actually quite simple to options when a client deposits money. So clients can withdraw funds to Europe or bank also out of charge. They can withdraw funds to their own bank, or they can withdraw funds to Dukaskovy card or a client's own card. It costs €2 plus 2%. So these are the options. If some options are not clear, you can just give us a hint, and we'll also comment in details regarding each option. And let's take a look how the user interface looks when a client makes a deposit from China. So I will start a screen sharing once again.
Привет, звонил, нет, тренинги проводил. Один есть, второй сейчас начал вырастать, но его на Дукасковую перейти надо. Наверное, я сказал, в пятницу вернется. Окей, хорошо тогда, чтобы он вырастал второго.
So here you see a screen where a client enters his credentials. So and I'm actually inside Dukaskovy Payments, and on the home screen you can see electronic wallets. I have a lot of electronic wallets in different currencies. Also, an electronic wallet in CNH. And when a client wants to make a deposit in CNH, he goes to deposit. He selects RMB transfers. And it is important also to, I think, everyone who is dealing with Chinese clients, they know that there are two different currencies. One is CNH, and this currency is outside China. And another currency is CNY. It is that's a currency which is being processed in China. So, for example, I enter an amount 10 CNH, and I press continue here. And right now I'm being redirected to our partner page, where a client can select an option to deposit funds. So a lot of options, clients can select any of these banks. And there is also an option to deposit funds from WeChat and Alipay. So basically that's it. After client selects a method and presses submit, he's being redirected to this specific method. He makes one more action, and money are actually instantly transferred to his account with Dukaskovy payments. This is also subject to limits, and I have shared limits with Ihan previously, and I think I will send the limit to everyone who is watching this presentation later on via email. So, but actually the limits are quite high. So clients can deposit funds, I think, up to several hundred thousand CNY per transaction, and they can make a lot of transactions. So I don't think that that's going to be an issue if clients want to deposit funds to payment. So basically, I suppose that that's shortly everything about how clients deposit funds from China. And I think some comments regarding the limits are also much appreciated, because when clients deposit funds to Dukaskovy payments, they are subject to limits. And this limit can be increased, but let's hear what girls have to say, because that's the limits are very faint. And Polina or Eugenia, probably you will comment.
Sure, but before that, we would like to share some information on the registration process with the Dukaskovy payments, so that everyone can see what stages our clients go through in order to open an account with us. Well, I guess almost everyone has already an account with the Dukaskovy payments, but just to remind you and to show you our recently developed registration program, registration form, I would say. So I will be sharing my screen, and we will go through the form step by step, and I will explain you some important issues that our clients should pay attention to. Okay, so I'll try to share my screen. Just a second. And then Polina will talk about limits. Thank you, Kate, very much. So as Mikhail already told you, we have several options to register with us. So one of them is the Dukaskovy client, as you have already seen. Another one is 1 hour registration. This option we always recommend to our clients because it's the quickest one, while 1 week requires more time to process client's application, as well as our compliance department may ask for some additional documents to be provided in order to approve the account. Okay, so and these two options differ because of source of funds of a client. Okay, so If a client chooses 1 hour option, it means that his funds come from either salary or scholarship or pension or unemployment benefits, okay? While 1 week registration suggests that clients' funds come from dividends, earned income from business activities, or income from real estate. So for today, I would choose this 1 hour option, okay, to show you all the steps. And what else I would like to pay your attention to is that this is a demo registration form. So if you need it just to help your clients, let me know and I'll share the link to it as well. So as usually, the first step is all about client, so whether he is a beneficial owner, politically exposed person, or either he has a criminal record. So we do not work with the PEPs or someone who has a criminal record, a serious criminal record, okay? So just a second. Oh, just a second, there is some, okay, let's do once again. Oh. Yeah, so we go to the next stage. Here, as usually, a client needs to share his email, okay, and his phone number. So this will be used in order for us to maintain communication with the client in case he requires additional help or in case we need some additional documents or information. So at this stage, a client should receive a code via SMS and to his email, and he needs to type in this code into these fields. As I said, this is demo account opening, so that's why we're using this test credentials. Here, just personal data, okay, something like, okay, it's gonna be Miss John Smith, anyway, okay, date of birth. So we do not work with a person younger than 18 years old, like this. Let us be from China. Okay, the usual thing, just postcode, city, I don't know, something until easy to type, okay, and then we go to the next stage. But before that, we need to make sure that a client later on provides proof of address, which shows that he lives here, okay, by indicating this address. Then a client should also provide tax identification number. This is important. And we also put here a link where he can find additional information on how to know his tax identification number. Okay. And then all about professional status. So if he is employee, then we suggest that he receives salary. Here he needs to provide a very specific and detailed information about his employer. Otherwise, we will then reach him asking for some additional information about his employment status and etc. Position is very important as well. So some approximate dates of his employment. I don't know. Annual salary, just to for us then estimate his limits. and some additional information which might be helpful as well. And here, this is the final stage where client needs to upload documents. So passport or national ID card. Okay, then selfie with the passport. So that the quality of this picture should be very good, so that we can see all the information on his passport and his photo there. And finally, proof of address. And here you see that we need the residential address, because later on, if a client wants to receive our card, the card will be sent to this address. And this proof of address should not be older than 3 months. It could be utility bill, bank statement, but we do not accept mobile phone bill. Okay, and then the client uploads all these documents and click submit. We process all the information. We try to do that within 1 hour, and if everything is fine, the client will receive an automatic email saying that his account is ready to be used. If not, then we contact the client and try to help him in order to open account successfully. So this is just a short overview of our registration form. In case you need some more specific information, please let me know, and I will be happy to provide it. So, and I guess now it's time to move to limits.
I just want to make a comment. It's very important to understand that a client who already has an account with Dukas Trade Bank or Europe, he doesn't have to complete this RTO form. He can just close an account through a process which I have showed earlier. So all this hassle with entering the data and all this field and everything, that's completely unnecessary for the clients which are already the Dukas Copy Europa Bank.
Thank you very much, everyone. Eugenia, Mikhail, and of course, Nastya for the presentation. Hi, everyone. In case you still don't know, my name is Polina, and I'm excited to have a speech on the whiteboard. It's been a while. I've been around. Hopefully, I still remember how to manage everything around. So, as my colleagues already mentioned, I'm going to cover the hot topic of the payment, I guess, for the last couple of months. It's the limits, and for that, I would love to share this picture over here. I'm sorry, Mikhail is going to cover a little bit of yours. So basically, on the chart, you can see actually a very convenient chart, at least to my view. Basically the types of the limits that we have. So basically we have 3 types of limits for 15K, 15 till 50K euro, and yes, I will definitely send you the chart with the just a little bit later. And yeah, in case if you have any questions, feel free to add them into the chat section. I'll be very happy to address them once I will finish my part. And yeah, basically, as I was saying, we have 3 types of limits. Also, the trial limits, which are applied to all new clients of Dukas Copy Payments. Once you have reached one of the trial limits, Dukas Copy Payments shall request to fill out a questionnaire on how you are planning to use your account. And after filling out the questionnaire, you will be able to continue using our service. What is this questionnaire is all about? It's basically how you plan to use your account with Dukas Copy Payments, such as the wallet. What amount approximately are you planning to invest? And you have like 3 questions out there, and they are all multiple choice. Also, yeah, concerning the trial limits is that whenever you reach either 10 transactions with our service or the amount, the total amount is going to reach the 2,000 euros, you will see a questionnaire popping out in your personal area with Dukos Copy payments. The thing is that you won't be able to actually avoid it because otherwise you won't be able to use the service. But once everything is filled correctly and sent to us, to our compliance department automatically, you will be able to use your service further. Also, monthly limits. Monthly limits are applied to all deposits and withdrawals, including transfers to and from other clients. These limits are calculated individually for each client and are based on your country of residence and your monthly income. If you wish to increase your limits eventually, which can happen to all of us out there, you should contact the support team, which is us again at eu.pay@dukoscopy.com. I think my colleagues have already sent you the email address, but I'm going to replicate it once again. And the global limits. Global limits are applied to all external deposits from a bank card, a bank account, or a trading account, and withdrawals to a bank account, or a trading account. In order to increase your global limits, please just make sure to click on the increase limit button in your personal area with Dukos Copy in your account, Dukos Copy payments in your account section. And this is the most interesting part, which the pretty much is about this table over here. So you will need to provide all mandatory documents, and one of the documents listed as optional, in case if you already provided one of the documents, you will need to provide another from the ones mentioned in this table. And also, obviously, in certain cases, in certain client cases, depending on his business activity, his country of residence again, and any other type of things, we may require to provide additional documents. So a little bit detailed about the limits shown here on the table. So basically, as you can see, concerning the amount itself, once the client is registered with Dukos Copy payments, by default, he is on he has a limit of 15,000 euros. Here we're talking about the total limit. Basically, all the transactions that are falling for that. And you can also see the list of documents that are mandatory. Also, obviously, you will need to clarify the origin of funds, your business activities, and the reason for the account opening. As we move on, and the client, for example, breaks the limit, obviously, he wants to continue to use our service, he will need to provide another pack of documents, depending, as I mentioned several times already, from the individual situation. So, as you can see, mandatory is going to be a certified passport, ID card, or a video identification. I am sure, sorry for the background noise, I guess you can control everything. So basically, video identification, I think our colleagues are already aware of this technology, and it's already implemented with Dukos Copy payments as well. As a optional side, you can also observe a bank statement, which is not older than 3 months, internal passport page, state of local government agency document, utility bill, pretty much. Once we take a look more into the origin of funds, when we want to increase clients' limit, we are interested to see, well, basically we and compliance department that works with Dukos Copy payments publicly source information of clients' professional activity, such as company name and type of activity, years of engagement, and position in it. And one of the optional parts for that scale of limit would be a resume or an information letter. contract that evidences the source of funds, and tax declaration, whether bank statement for the last 3 months, what is necessary there, why is it necessary? Because obviously we need to understand where is the money coming from, because also you need to see clients like name and family name, the company, that is, if he's employed, that is, whether they're providing him with salary and stuff, exactly like that, because it is necessary for our financial regulator to be sure, and for us as a company that is undergoes, and in legal terms would be FCMC, which Mikhail already mentioned in the beginning of presentation, that everything goes according to the law, and we need to see where exactly is this money coming from. And when the client has successfully reached the limit of 35, either 50,000 euros, a global limit, he tries to continue, that is, to successfully use Dukascapy payment services again, and in case we're talking already about the off limits, basically, which is shown here as more than 50,000 euros, you also can see the list of mandatory and optional documents. Well, basically, the logic behind this, like if you observe closely, is that the more information about yourself you provide, the more your trustworthiness to a financial institution works out and grows out. So basically, it's pretty much logical behind that. Also concerning the limits, I've already mentioned them before in the beginning, is the monthly limits. The ones that are applied to all deposits and withdrawals, and the ones that are calculated individually. What does that mean? Your question will be. So basically, in reality, the compliance department of Dukascapy Payments checks the money movement for each client individually. So we have a default limit for each client, 1,500 euro. Each for all deposits and all withdrawals, and that includes bank deposits, deposits by card. Basically, they're incoming and outgoing. You name it, any type of incoming or outgoing transaction is calculated, including your transfers to the same member of Dukascapy Payments. For example, if I will transfer any amount to Eugenia or Mikhail, it's also going to be in that limit. But actually, there's no problem to lift it. It's as I said, they're observed individually, tracking the history of your existing operations with Dukascapy Payments, and once a client is willing to increase it, obviously, he contacts his Dukascapy Payment support, and we make a request for individual client to increase this limit. Okay, let me look at the chat section. I'm not sure whether there were some questions concerning the remember to send the chart. They're basically all the questions from what I can see concern the Chinese payments methods. I guess all the questions are okay. And I guess that will be all from my side. I've been talking for already a lot. Thank you for your patience. And once again, in case if you have any questions, feel free to raise your voice, turn on your camera, or use the chat. We'll be very happy to address them. Thank you very much. So Q&A session, guys.
I hope it's now more clear how to deploy funds from China to to trading accounts because we are here specifically for this issue. As I understand, clients are having issues to directly fund their accounts in bank or in euros, and this is like a little turn around how we can actually fund their accounts for Lucasplay payments. Yeah, so I see that everyone is writing thanks, and we don't see any questions in the chat section. And always feel free to write us questions directly. We will provide the answers. And I suppose for now that's it. If no one has questions. Yeah, and I see guest 71 is writing. Please send us the fee chart. Of course, we will send you the fee chart. But we need to understand who actually are you. If you're guest 71, we don't know to whom we should send a fee chart.
Yeah, I think we're gonna use the general email for the team or the trading one with all the requested materials. So what was it actually? It was the limit chart, yes, if I'm not mistaken, and the fee schedule. If I missed out something, well, if I missed out something, let me know in the chat section. Okay, I guess that pretty much sums it up since we don't see any other questions in the chat section. Guys, thank you very much for your time, for your patience, for your questions and participation, obviously. Me or Michael will send you an email with the requested information. And as for now, have a nice day. And it was a pleasure to be with you here. It's been a while, as I said. And thank you, Kate, obviously, for supporting us. Goodbye.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.